What's up, everybody? This is Mr. 100K a day, and today we're going to be talking about Allyson Felix, the most overrated track and field athlete of all time. I don't have a problem with Allyson Felix. It's just business. It's not personal. But my problem with Allyson Felix does come from this. She is overrated, and you guys have the nerve to call her the GOAT. Knowing good and well, she's not the GOAT. The reason why Allyson Felix is not the GOAT is fundamental and really just plain and simple. She didn't perform very well at the Olympics. Now, she went to the Olympics five, maybe six times. But the problem is, this was her first Olympic final, 200 meters, 2004, and her doors were blown off the hinges, completely off the hinges by a woman named Veronica Campbell from Jamaica. Established a pattern of not coming off the curve fast enough and getting too far behind and then had to play catch up. So that was what it was. Yeah, she did great in relay. She ran the 4x4, got some relay gold medals. She got a lot of relay gold medals, but out of all seven of her gold medals at the Olympics, sorry to tell you guys, six of them are in relays. One of them are in an individual event. So that's my problem. When it comes to men, for example, men can't go to five, six Olympic finals and then only get a gold medal one time or win once and be considered to be great. Guys like Tom Brady, guys like LeBron James, guys like Michael Jordan. When these are called GOATs or the conversation about GOAT comes up, their performance at the biggest moment is what it defines them. And not only does their performance at the biggest moment define them, what also defines them is their ability to win multiple times at their biggest moment. So yeah, Allyson Felix did get some great relay medals. She got great relay medals. We're not going to dispute that. She had a lot of relay medals. But how did she perform individually at her biggest moments? Not too well. She lost a lot. And that's a problem. When you are in the conversation and consider she did as a woman, we're not going to get into that because that's not really what it's about. It's about athlete to athlete, how you perform at the biggest moments in your sport. And she didn't perform very well. And that's my problem. I'm trying to figure out why people didn't have her in the conversation of being the GOAT at all. Why is this even why am I having to make content or a video about Allyson Felix when a man with her exact same statistics would not be considered, even he would be laughed at. Matter of fact, LeBron James gets teased a lot about this exact same reason. How many times has LeBron been to the finals? How many times has he won? As a matter of fact, I think in 2007, LeBron James got swept. He got swept. And people looked at him like he was crazy, like, man. So here we are, almost 20 years later, and people are still defining LeBron James based on how he performed in the finals. They are back to back at two consecutive Olympics. So yeah, at that race, Veronica Campbell turned 30 that year. That was in 2012. But we know everybody ages out. But the thing is, why are we still allowing Allyson Felix to be considered to be great or the GOAT? She moves up to the 400. This is her 400-meter race from 2016. Now, 2016 comes around. She moves up 49.5, 49 to let a person dive on you and take your Olympic title. You do. And I think that Allyson never really fully embraced or understood how important it was to have that championship killer dog mentality on her. I don't think she understood it. So in that Olympic race, that 400-meter Olympic race that we just saw, she ran 49.51, which is not a great time. I'm sorry. If you're a woman and you're running 49.5, 2 seconds lower than the world record, then you're not that great. This is her in 2021, her last Olympic race in the 400, and she gets bronze. Okay, we know you came back from having a baby. We know you came back and did the motherhood thing. Great. And we're not going to hate on that. We're going to praise that. Great. Okay. You were a mother and you came back. But you ain't do nothing for real. And you didn't do nothing for real because all you did was what women are on the earth biologically to do. Biologically, that is your function, to be a mom. So because you became a mom and you came back, are we going to sing you praises for that? I mean, are you supposed to get a lot of kudos for that? What do you want? You want cookies? Is that what you want? You want a cookie because you became a mom and came back? No, man. It was great to see you come back, but plenty of women have done it before you. So don't all of a sudden act like you've been a mom is a new thing for women to do in sports and then come back and compete. It is your biological function. You weren't put on earth to run track. You were all put on earth to do what God said do, and it's to be fruitful and multiply, not to run track. I didn't see run track and field to be listed in those commandments. So like I said, I don't have a personal problem with Allyson Felix. I just have a personal problem with her resume. And her resume says that she did not really perform on a level that I would consider, or anybody should consider, a GOAT to be performing at. So this is Allyson Felix's world athletics profile. Okay, she's born in 1985, but personal record in 100, 1089, garbage. 200-meter personal best, 2169. That's decent. That's definitely decent. One of the best performers of all time. But guess where is it? Where everybody else's personal best is Hayward Field. So, you know, that's funny anyway. If you count, if we go and count how many people have their PRs at Hayward Field, it's kind of like really funny, like how many people run fast performances at Hayward Field, but they can't duplicate those same performances in other places. It's like really, really odd. I mean, from her to Gabby Thomas to just so many performances at Hayward Field. Maybe it's just a fast track. I don't know, but I think it's something funny about that. I think it should be looked into. Her 400-meter personal record is what bothers me the most. And the reason why her 400-meter personal record bothers me the most is because it's 49:26. That's her PB. And 49:26 to me is not a great time. Not only is it not a great time, but I look at where it ranks her all time, and it's not really that high. So when you look at as far as as far as by athlete, 49:26 ranks her approximately, let's see, by athlete. Let's see where it ranks her. Because I don't believe 49:26 as a performance ranks her even in the top. Let's see, guys. 49:26 on World Athletics ranks Allyson Felix. Oh my God. That was her number one time in the 400 is the 100th best performance as of today in track and field history. 100th. Are you considered to be a GOAT when your best day in an event is ranked number 100? Can you be considered the GOAT with those under those circumstances? Absolutely not. That is just totally ridiculous to even consider her to be a GOAT. It's not even fair. It's really a joke. And I think that people should really stop even considering her to be a GOAT and putting her in a conversation as being a GOAT. As a matter of fact, we got girls like Femke Bol, 400-meter hurdler, who has a better performance than Allyson Felix. We got um, plenty of women out here. Marie Jose Perec. We got Sawa E. Nasser. We have so many other women. Shawnee Miller Weibo, Marita Koch, who of course she has the world record. But my point is that Sydney McLaughlin too. Sydney McLaughlin is she runs the 400-meter hurdles, and she has a personal best about a half a second already better than better than Allyson Felix. So Allyson Felix clearly can't be considered to be any type of GOAT by any standards in the 400-meter dash and the 400-meter run. So that's out of the question. What I do believe is the closer argument is what type of performer she was in the 200 meters. Now, in the 200 all time, as far as performances, that requires a greater analysis. So what I'm gonna do is this, and this is up until today, and she's been retired for about 2 years now. So Allyson Felix is 21:69, which is run at Hayward Field. Her 21:69 rates as of today as the 18th best performance of all time. Now, the thing is, of course, a few of those performances came after she retired. She retired in 2022, but a lot of the Sharika Jackson performances came after she retired. So That still has to be taken into account. But let's just look at it for what it is as of today. So it's the 18th best performance of all time. Still not number one, two, three, four, five. Okay. So as an individual performer, her performance is ranked in the 200 ranked 18th, in the 400 ranked 100. So there's absolutely no way that this woman should be considered one of the greatest of all time in any of those events, or the greatest of all time. Let me just be clear: the greatest of all time. Absolutely not. She can in no way, shape, fashion, or form be considered to be the greatest of all time, or in a conversation to be greatest of all time, because you're ranked number 18th and you're ranked number 100 in those events. Last but not least is the 100-meter dash. The 100-meter dash, of course, we already saw it. Her personal record is 10 point, what was it, 89? Yeah, 10.89. So my issue with her 100-meter dash performance is not really a major thing, because she really didn't do much. She got fifth at the Olympics in 100, but her 1089 performance, let's see where it ranks all time as a sprinter. Her 1089 performance, it ranks, oh man, she's ranked even lower here than she is in the 400. 1089, guys, and we're going down. We're at 282 top performance. Okay. So her 1089 ties for the 386 best performance of all time as of today. So Allyson Felix is ranked number 18 as of today in the 100, I mean in the 200-meter dash. She's ranked number 100. Her best performance is ranked number 100 in the 400-meter dash. And her best performance in the 100 is tied for the 386 best performance in track and field history. Okay. So these are not performances, guys, in which can be considered to be the GOAT. It shouldn't be in conversation with a GOAT. And from this day forward, Mr. 100K a day is requesting that no one ever refer to Allyson Felix as the GOAT, a GOAT, or even arguably the GOAT of female track and field, or track and field in general. Her performances do not match the word GOAT. And it definitely wouldn't match the word GOAT if she were a man. This is Mr. 100K a day. And I've just brought to you guys another episode of the biggest hater in track and field. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next time.